You didn't even get it up here. All right. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Our honor, glory, and praises go up and out to the Most High. Yahweh, Yahuwah, Bahashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, to Yahweh, our Father, the Creator of all things, Bahashem, Mashiach, in the name of the Messiah. Yahweh Shai is the Son, whom the world will refer to as Jesus. All right, so let's move on. Appreciate the Most High for allowing me again to see another Shabbat. It's from Shabbat to Shabbat that I struggle and strive to try to do the best I can to serve the Most High. I can always get better. There's always room for improvement because I serve an infinitive power. Okay, so with that being said, I thank the Most High again for letting me be a part of his set apart convocation. All right, moving right on. Everybody, I'm gonna be dealing with, according to the book of Jeremiah, a non-profit organization. All right, a non-profit organization. We are becoming more and more useless, right? As so-called African Americans, a group of people, nation of people, whatever, however they label themselves out there. You know, it's a blessing when the Most High give you your heritage back, but at the same time, you have to obtain it and honor it. Honoring it is the main thing. A lot of people know they're Israel, but not honoring it, okay? Even in the so-called walk and outside of the walk. I continuously see people outside of the walk that know they Israel, but they ain't gravitating. They stuck. So, and it's a shame that, you know, you got a race of people or a group of people, nationality of people that really don't care about their own history, man. So one would say out there, what you mean our history? That ain't our history. They haven't studied to try to figure it out. They don't care. So, you know, it's a non-profit organization, man. It's mad. You know, all the evidence is here, you know. All the evidence is here of who we are, what we're supposed to be doing. But it's hard to even get that explained to somebody who won't even receive it, right? So with that being said, the scriptures tell us, once again, to measure the time diligently, you know. Measure the time just to see where we at, where we standing, because with all that stuff I just said, Jake ain't got no whole lifetime to wake up, okay? It just ain't. So, but scriptures tell us that 2/3 gonna be consumed. Some kind of way this consumption got to come about, and it's coming from all angles, left, right, up and down, side to side, in and out. It's happening. So, let's move on, man. I'm gonna go right into it. We're dealing with a non-profit organization, according to Jeremiah. Let's go to Zechariah 13:8. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. The book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, throughout the four corners of the earth, saith the Most High Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And if we continue to read about being left therein, we ain't talking about no rapture, we ain't talking about none of that, because it's a blessing for those who are left in these days, the scripture says, so we can see the marvelous works of the Most High, so we can see judgment come upon the earth, upon this wicked and crazy place that's continuing to boil over and burn up. So once again, let's hit it again and quit it. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, y'all see the consumption happening in the world, it's little by little, giving the people a chance to repent. So you can't say you didn't have chance, that he didn't give you grace, right? That he did not give you grace, because mercy is just about over with. The destruction is happening, so mercy is going out the window. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Most High Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. So guess what, family? That 3rd part that's going to be left therein, I want to be a part of that. That's why I continue to pray the Most High keep his spirit on me. Don't bring the spirit of pride on me. Sleep, slumber, no blindness, ignorance, right? None of that. So that's my goal. I thank the Most High for waking me up now. I still can't get around the fact that he woke me up, pulled me out of my wickedness, okay? Still had that conversation with him, but I'm thankful. So now that I'm in it, I gotta strive for the truth to death. Let's get that. That's one of my favorite scriptures, because in the end, that's what it's all about. Striving for the truth to death, man. You don't want to be a part of that 2/3, okay? Let's go to Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. Sirach 4 and 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Most High shall fight for thee. Right? Strive for the truth unto death. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And not want to be a part of the non-profit organization that Jeremiah was talking about. Okay? That Zechariah was talking about. That ain't what we want, man. So let's continue to hang in there. Stay in there. All right? Let's go to Malachi chapter 3 and 7. Book of Malachi chapter 3 and verse 7. Even from the days of your fathers ye are gone away from mine ordinances, and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Most High of hosts. But ye said, wherein shall we return? Right? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Return? What you mean return? We comfortable over here in the daughter of Babylon. We comfortable. We good. We don't see no need to be doing no conversion. There's no need for all that. We're good. We're good. We get free weed. If we take the vaccine, we get free money, stimulus checks. We're good. Right? What you mean return? So they got Jake simple, man. Jake real simple. And our people that are set up amongst our people, the so-called leaders, what the scriptures will call your princes and your priests, these rascals that have sold themselves to the nation to sell you to Satan. These rascals, they don't got your best interest at hand, man. Not for as a nation of people, they don't. But thank the Most High, we can see clearly through that foolishness, right? And that's the reason we got to be thankful that he brought us out and separated us from the non-profit organization. Flat out. Flat out. Let's read Malachi again and move on. We degrade very, very fast. But scripture said in Zechariah 13 and 8 that the 3rd shall be left therein. I want to be a part of that 3rd. Some kind of way. This deterioration, it must happen. Malachi chapter 3 and verse 7 says, even from the days of your fathers ye have gone away from mine ordinances, right? And have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Most High of hosts. But ye said, wherein shall we return? Wherein shall we return, Most High? Wherein shall we return? COTP out here telling us that we Israel and, this, that, and the other. And most of the people know it, man. And it's a beautiful thing. Most of the people know it. So it's going to be without excuse or whatever. The wicked can't justify the wicked no more. Ain't going to be no more of that. Ain't going to be no more of that. Righteousness is going to prevail. It's standing up. And according to Zechariah 13 and 8, it's going to stick out. Because the only 3rd going to be left therein. Just a third. That's it. That's it. And that third gonna be righteous. Okay? We got, man, let's move on. Let's read. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 2. All right. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 2. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 6. Neither said they, where is the Most High, Yahweh, that brought us up out of the land of Egypt? Not looking for him. Instead, they think they're the Egyptians, not knowing what they worshiping. Like Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah said, you don't know what you worshiping, man. You claiming Egypt, you claiming being the children of the fallen ones, man. Let's move on, man. Let's move on. Neither said they, verse Salaki. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 6 says, neither said they, where is the Most High that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, that led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and of pits, through a land of drought and of the shadow of death, through a land that no man passed through and where no man dwelt. So they're not asking, they're not inquiring. Where is the Most High? Where is the Most High? Where he at? Where's our power? Because we are definitely powerless. That's why we continue to sell our souls to this place. We are powerless. Without the Most High, we finished. But thank the Most High for Zechariah 13 and 8, that it's going to be a third, and that's when Sirach chapter 4 and 28 kicks in. Trying to strive for the truth to death, man. Want to be a part of that third, right? We got to thank the Most High for that thing, man. They ain't even inquiring about where the Most High at. We so caught up in the witchcraft that our people, via these people who they selling their souls to, this wicked kingdom over here, via those people are rapidly sending our people to Sheol. And our people don't understand or can't grasp the situation. At some point, you know what? This don't smell too good. This ain't looking right. This ain't adding up. This just ain't adding up. Sometimes common sense got to kick in, but guess what? The Most High is a common sense power. They are serving a power. Man, they don't even know what they worship. I said it earlier. They know not what they worship. They just following. And following, gonna find yourself in that pit. In that pit. That's what's gonna happen, man. You got wicked Negro, man. These Negroes so wicked, man. And they putting it out there, and our people continue to honor them and follow them and look up to them as if they somebody, man. But look, man, this Negro, and this is, y'all probably know, you probably don't know. One of these Negroes, this just a tad bit piece of information, man. I be looking at stuff I don't even talk about. This fool from the Migos named Quavo got a wife or a girlfriend. A girlfriend. Her name is Karrueche Tran. All right? Karrueche Tran. This is what our people look up to. Nobody questioned it. Nobody said, well, what's up with the Tran? Why name Tran? No, question it. Nobody questioned that thing. So I took the time out weeks ago. For some kind of way, this crap popped up on my feed, so I looked into it. You know, when I saw the name, I'm like, wow. It just don't stop doing it. So this era with the fallen ones, because this is beyond sodomy. When you're dealing with trans, this is the fallen era. So when you're dealing with that, this is the higher level of learning and understanding what was happening in the days of Noah, right? Even before the days of Noah in the garden. This is the higher learning, man. Eating from the forbidden fruit, dealing with forbidden knowledge. All right, do not mess with these things, or this thing and his minions. Don't leave them alone. Leave them alone. But everything that's shining and glittering are of him. Everything that's shining and glittering are of him. So with that being said, yeah, you want a piece of that, you know, but it's a price to pay to shine. You want to shine. You want to be a star, you know, a falling star. You want to be, you want to go out to the city of the Los Angeles, you know, you want to become a star. Uh, you love to go to Sin City and get married. Las Vegas, Las Vegas. You want to go out there and get married in Sin City. You know, that's what our people love. We don't think or question nothing. At some time, I sure enough, once again, I thank the Most High for waking me up, man. Because all of these things, we just, I don't know, man. We gravitate to without even questioning, man. But anyway, back to this guy's so-called girlfriend or whatever you want to call it, whose name is Karrueche. Karrueche Tran, y'all. I'm going to get back on topic, but it's still on topic because I'm dealing with a non-profit organization. I'm dealing with a non-profit organization. Now, the name, one of the definitions of Karrueche, I looked it up. First of all, Karrueche is a Indian so-called, or Indian so-called, of Indian origin, Indian origin. Okay. Now, for some strange reason, since we're in this age that's ending, all these gods are popping up from nowhere. If you look at anything on these YouTube ads, when you're looking at YouTube, they are highly promoting yoga. Yoga just jumping up there. Now they're fixing to come out with this new religion called Chrislam. Christianism and Islamism mixed up. Chrislam. They fixing to do that. All right. They're fixing to do that. And once again, this name is of Indian origin, right? And one of the definitions is what? Fame-hungry whore. Likes to seek media attention. Of infected leech. Follows celebrities around. Use people. Salakia. Follow celebrities around. Use people to become a model. Number 6 is a non-factor. Non-factor. Non-profitable. Non-factor. Wow. So I hope y'all got that. Let me read again and move on. This so-called, whatever you want to call it, name is Karrueche Tran. We ain't gonna deal with the Tran. Let's just deal with Karrueche. Karrueche, fame-hungry whore. Likes to seek media attention. Infected leech. Follows celebrities around. Use people to become a model. A non-factor. But by being a leech, you become somebody. So you seeking after whatever it takes to be seen. Once again, I'm going out to the city of Los Angeles because I want to be noticed. I want to be recognized. I do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Don't matter to me. So this particular character right here, and if you don't know what trans means, I'm sorry, man. If you don't know that by now, I feel sorry for you, but I really don't. Because if you ain't studying to figure out and trying to keep up with what these higher principalities are pulling off, then you stuck. You need to probably get out from under whomever you are under and follow the Messiah so you can grow. All right. But I just had to bring that up. I saw that Karrueche Tran. Now who want to be with somebody like that? Karrueche Tran. But anyway, like I said, I am dealing with what Jeremiah was dealing with, and that's a non-profitable organization. I'm just sitting back watching, man. I'm watching the asset deteriorate a nation of people. The Most High deteriorating a nation of people because they refuse to come back. Scriptures told us once again in Zechariah 13 and 8. Now I jumped over to whatever, Malachi 3. Let's go back there, y'all. Malachi 3 and 7 right quick. Send in and play with, man. Most High in and play with. This is evident. This is real. You can't make it up. You can't make this up. I'm going to read this again. Malachi 3 and 7 say, even from the days of your fathers ye have gone away from mine ordinances and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, said the Most High of hosts. But ye said, wherein shall we return? What are you talking about? And I jumped to Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 6. Says, neither said they, where is the Most High that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, that led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and of pits? And that's where they're going, right back to the pits. Because they're non-profitable, period. And then the Most High can do with them, right? Non-profitable. Through a land of drought and through the shadow and of the shadow of death, right? Through a land that no man passed through and where no man dwelt. So that was a question mark behind it. They ain't asked none of these things. They have not inquired for the Most High. And I know they hate it when one of their brothers walk up and start questioning them about our heritage, our culture, about the time that we're living in. How come this guy messing with somebody named Richard Trans? Do you know what trans mean? Y'all can't smell the roses or the coffee. Y'all can't see what's going on, man. Do y'all really care what's happening? How come Drake and Future got a song out talking about I'm too sexy for this or I'm too... Y'all ain't questioning them, but you out here, you regurgitating that rap song. You actually singing it as a male, so-called hetero. A non-profitable organization. And I'm going to move on. I'm going to jump to verse 5 in the same book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 5. Thus says the Most High, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain? Because that's super vain. Like I said, I just used that for one prime example. Hey, that prime example is enough. That thing done been jumping around from every Hollywood actor to every Hollywood so-called Negro actor. But that's that thing's job, because that's the ritual that these Negroes got to pull off, since they want to dwell in the city of the Los Angeles. That's what they got to do, right? Lap dancing, this thing is. Lap dancing. Now everybody's supposed to know that this world, those who really supposedly have the riches, the mansions, the yachts, and all of that, all these people of that, if you can't, look at man, the more you degrade yourself, the filthiest that you can ever get, that's the hierarchy of Satan's kingdom. How the nastiest that you could get, the filthiest, whatever you, if you could sleep with whatever, it don't matter, animal, donkey, giraffe, tiger, to him it don't matter, because he finds that to be worthy or acceptable, right? So the more filthy that you could be in his hierarchy, that is a means of you getting rewarded. These are the people that live in the mansions. These are the people when you see step out limousines and all these kind of things. All these people, all your NBA players, I'm gonna keep saying it, your football players, your baseball, all of them, man. Golf, track, Olympic, does not matter. Movie, theater, whatever, entertainment, all these people jumping out these limos are of this agenda, man. Wake up, man. Y'all wake up and go say something. Tell your children about it, man. Tell your children about it, man. I'm going to read Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 5. Thus says the Most High, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain. Vanity, useless, vain, non-profitable. Non-profitable, right? Every time these Negroes asking me the last 2 weeks, when I question them about what's going on and how they, what's the deal with why haven't they gravitated or even moved towards what they already know? Why you stuck on stupid? What's going on with you? You already know, so you bear witness to the fact that you know you Israel, but you still trying to go around all these other places. You still trying to cleave on to being whatever you said you're trying to be, but you are aware of the fact that you know you Israel. And I can't do nothing, just break it on down, man, and tell them we just love wickedness. That's why you love being wicked. You trying to sit here and tell me about all these women that flatten your tires and breaking out your windows and all this, that, and the third. She trying to kill me. And okay, so I'm telling you about the curses. I'm telling you about not being up under the covering of the Most High and why the door is wide open for wickedness, man. Anything and everything goes. Anything and everything goes, because that's the spirit that I was just telling y'all about earlier. The more dumb and the more what degrading that you could be, wicked and out of control and evil that you could be, you make a good servant. You make a real good servant. And that's all these folk pushing over here. So I done been there already, but it is what it is, man. So with that being said, I'm moving right along because I'm gonna jump up to verse 12. Same book, Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 12. Salakia. Let me get my ink pen, fam. Most High put the scriptures together. I'm just reading them. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 12 says, "Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, said the Most High." Okay? Let's read again. Verse 12, Jeremiah 2. Be astonished. I am astonished. I am astonished. O ye heavens, at this, even the heavens. Pay attention, the Most High said. Pay attention and be horribly afraid. Right? Be ye very desolate, said the Most High. Be ye very desolate, says the Most High, or saith the Most High. Let's jump down to verse 19 right quick. Okay? Thine own wickedness shall correct thee. So, it ain't for us to really be trying to correct them. Our duty is to just tell them that we Israel, show them why we are, everything is out of control. You know what I'm saying? Every time they got a rebuttal or they have a comment after you said what you got to say, you still supposed to come right back with an answer, meaning, thus says the Most High, this is the reason why, according to the word of the Most High, according to our history, according to what we see. You tell them that and they keep evading or going around all of that. They're going to hit you with the wisdom of the world. They're going to hit you with all that. But you got to just make sure you get your point across. Our point ain't to chastise them like that. Or our duty is not to chastise them. It's not our duty. Hear what the Most High said, though. Thine own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backslidings shall reprove thee. So it's going to have to be a lot of madness going on for them to wake up. And I've always said this, it's going to have to be a whole lot of death, before people understand really that this is a bad place that we living in, man. Bad. But, through all that, the Most High going to get his glory. He going to get his glory. He's going to get his glory, man. So he's going to have to put his foot down. I like to say something else. He's going to have to put his foot down, which he's doing. A lot of people going to have to die. Lots of people got to die. Right? For them to understand and believe the Most High rules, man. Not you yourself, not the way you think and your thought process, how you perceive. Your perception is wicked, evil, left-eyed, left-handed, right? In the negative zone. Of course it is. Of course it is. It's either right or wrong, good or bad, you know, or evil. Which one, you know, you can't be in the middle, man. Stop playing with yourself. Here we go. Verse 19, chapter 2 in Jeremiah says, thine own wickedness shall correct thee. Just keep it up. You're going to be just like that nigger I was talking to the other day. Man, my ex-girlfriend trying to kill me. She'll kill me, dog. She'll this, she'll that. And I don't know what's wrong with my car. I don't know. All I know, just keep it up. But it's got to be some more. It's got to be more to happen. More. And thy backsliding shall reprove thee. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing and bitter that thou hast forsaken the Most High, thy Almighty Elohim, and that my fear is not in thee, period, said the Most High, the Almighty Elohim of hosts. My fear ain't in you. Yeah, because the more and more y'all see that we go out and tell them, but it's hard, man. The only thing, the fear ain't in them because the Most High ain't really dealing with them. When you Most High dealing with you, and I mean really, man, spiritually, not just saying you Israel wearing no fringes and all that foolishness. It ain't foolishness, but I'm just saying when you just carnal minded, talking about fringes and all this kind of stuff. I'm talking about spiritually. Spiritually, if he ain't dealing with you spiritually, man, it's Jeremiah chapter 2 and 19, man. Thine own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backsliding shall reprove thee. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing and bitter that thou hast forsaken the Most High, thy almighty power. It's an evil thing and bitter, man. Evil. Evil. Karuchi Tran. Karuchi Tran. Wow. And oh man. Wow. Our people is sick, man, because I don't, like I said, and not just the nation, the world, period, man. Like I said, as filthy and stupid as this place is, I do not ever hear nobody saying nothing about this place. I don't care. I don't hear nobody saying it. It should be the talk. Everywhere you go, you ought to hear somebody whispering something about this filthy place, but ain't nobody saying that. You know why ain't nobody saying that? Because they scared they're going to have to do the right thing. What's the right thing? Serve the Most High. They scared they're going to have to do right or be righteous. People love wickedness, man. Love it. Love it. They're advocates for it. They'll hide it. They'll open the door and hide wickedness. I get it, man. It's one thing that when we was out there, man, you know, doing a little something, but this world done got to be real evil now, I'm talking about. Real bad, man. Awfully filthy. Awfully filthy. Times have drastically changed, man. Awfully filthy. Salami, fam. It done got to be awfully filthy, man. Awfully. So, yeah, man. Once again, when I was wicked, I had people hiding my behind too. Helping me do my little dirt. I sure did. That's why I'm still astonished and tripping about how the Most High pulled me out. Why? I have to ask why. Wow. It is crazy, man. But one thing I do know, if he wants you, he gonna get you. And once he gets you, you can't go nowhere. Right? Once he gets you, you can't go nowhere. So I read Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 19. I'm gonna jump up to verse 13. Same chapter. Let me mark it. Select. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 13. For my people have committed 2 evils, he says. Hold on, fellas. Oh, okay. For my people, Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 13. For my people have committed 2 evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and have hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can't hold no water. Right? Now, in my last message, I was talking about drinking from your own fountain or from your own cistern. Now open up with that. That's what the Most High said anyway. But Most High said now, once again in the repeat, my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, right? So they don't want the water that's going to make them live. Like Mashiach said, anybody drink this filthy water out here, keep eating this stuff out here, they're going to forever be hungry. They're going to forever thirst again. You're going to forever be thirsty. You're going to forever be hungry. That's why the Most High going to have to tear the place down. Because this evil ain't enough. You're going to have to keep escalating to another evil, When on the right-hand side, the Most High said, we're going to go from glory to glory. You see how it works? All right, let's read it, move on. Jeremiah chapter 2 and 13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and have hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that cannot hold water, right? So if it can't hold no water and you keep going to it, ain't nothing there for you. Ain't nothing there for you. Ain't nothing there for you, man. But non-profitable. Let's move on. Same book. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 18. Let's move on. And now, what hast thou to do in the way of Egypt, to drink the waters of Sihor, right? Or what hast thou to do in the way of Assyria, to drink the waters of the river? Murky water. Nothing but catfish in the water. Murky, muddy. And Sihor or Sihor is an ancient brook or ancient like creek that was over towards Egypt, coming out of Egypt, between Egypt and then the land of Israel, where you really want to call that little piece where the wilderness was right there. Sihor was an ancient brook, but back then it is what it is. It's a physical place. But we know right here in the spirit, the Most High saying, let the Most High say what he said. Verse 18, and now, what hast thou to do in the way of Egypt, to drink the waters of Sihor? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all laughing at it? I got water at home for you. Why you want to drink your own water? It's just like when I walk my dogs outside, right? After it done rained out there. They want to drink that water out there on the ground. And I have to tell them, let's go home. We got water on. But being a dog, they are accustomed to being outside. So they got to taste that. They got to drink it. So it's not going to kill them. Because their system is, built up for that. Here it is again. Verse 18 in Jeremiah chapter 2. And now what hast thou to do in the way of Egypt, to drink the waters of Sihor, or what hast thou to do in the way of Assyria, to drink the waters of the river, the murky, muddy river? Tastes like fish water. But you love it. You love it. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. Wisdom of Solomon from the Apocrypha, chapter 5, verse 6 through 7. Moving on. The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 6 through 7. Okay? Therefore, we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us. And the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction, like drinking from the waters of Sihor, and drinking from that muddy river of Assyria, or drinking from these broken cisterns over here in the wicked United Snakes over here. Let's read verse 7 again. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Of course you did. But this after the fact, right? Let me read first. Yea, We have gone through deserts, like we read earlier in the book of Jeremiah, 2nd chapter, right? We have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Most High, we have not known it. We have had no relationship, none whatsoever, with the ordinances, the will of the Creator, or the Most High, the God of Israel. Why? For the most part, because of Negroes like Quavo, who got a girlfriend named Karucha Tran, who our people continuously look up to because he's a part of our clan, a part of our nation, we feel that, okay, he made it. I hate that terminology. He made it. He finally made it. I don't want to elaborate too much on terms like that because it'll take me way, it won't take me off the topic because I'm definitely dealing with a non-profitable organization because this whole land is non-profitable over here, period. Everything they produce is non-profitable, and double or triple for my people, it's non-profitable, period. But we forever been yearning, trying to get a piece of the pie, like George Jefferson, trying to move on up, trying to make it. I told you, in order to make it, you got to be the nasty and the filthiest thing that you could be to make it over here. That's the only way you're gonna be accepted in Satan's kingdom. Satan's kingdom is not a kingdom of righteousness. I shouldn't have to say that, right? I shouldn't have. That's simple, right? The Most High's kingdom is a kingdom of righteousness. Everybody should know that. But ain't nobody trying to gravitate to that. Yeah, they know it, but they ain't trying to live it. They ain't trying to live it, but we'll acknowledge it, but we ain't gonna live it. Gotcha. Well, the Most High got something for it all. He gonna shut down your kingdom, right? He gonna shut down your leaders of the non-profit organization from the head to the bottom. That's what he gonna do. Everybody drinking out the murky waters of Assyria, right? The nasty rivers of Assyria, the catfish water. You're gonna drink out the lakes over here in the daughter of Babylon. You're gonna keep sipping out of this nasty murky water over here. You got your family members coming up telling you that, we've been tricked, man. But we so far going into this place, it's too late, man. We've been consumed spiritually, man. Spiritually, by our own people, via the king or the rulers of this wicked nation over here. That's it. That's it. All right. So where was I? Let's move on. Wisdom of Solomon. I read chapter 5, verse 6 through 7. I hit it and quit it. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 6 through 7 says, therefore we have erred from the way of truth. I know you have. And the light of righteousness have not shined unto us. And the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. Wow. Just darkness. Darkness. Right? Verse 7 says, we have wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. We can see that clearly because all day, every day, these so-called rappers, they flying, boy, they getting up out of here. They getting up out of here. At what point can somebody see? I even hear Negroes that's just in the world talking. I overhear conversations talking. They don't know what they're talking about. But I still hear them talking about, that's that Illuminati stuff. Or that's this, that's that. But it ain't moving you, though. You talking about it, but it's not moving you. So Negroes just like to conversate back in the world when I was out there. They just like to pop. They just be popping. Bumping their gums. And niggas just like to talk. You hear them on the phone with their hair slick, talk, man. Everybody think they the SHIT, and everybody think they cool, man. Like they said when I was coming up, man, if cool You know, if we could get rich off being cool, all of us would be rich, man. All of us would be rich. Every Negro would be rich just about being cool. But it's non-profitable because you don't get rich off being cool. So that's another negative. Verse 7, man. Chapter 5, Wisdom of Solomon. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. All that mess is destructive. I was in it. I wearied my way in it too. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Most High, we have not known it. I didn't know it. I didn't know it. But now I know. Now I'm going back, talking, showing, right? Saying the same thing the scripture's just saying right here. I go back saying the same thing. All right? It is what it is. That's what I got to do. That's my deal. All praise to the Most High. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 10 through 12. Okay? Keeping it moving. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 10 through 12. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore have the Most High pronounced all this great evil against us? Or, what is our iniquity? Or, what is our sin that we have committed against the Most High, our Almighty, Allahayim? They don't even know what sin is. So yeah, they got to ask these questions. Ain't nobody taught them. Ain't nobody told them. They go to church, they hear about church, their grandmama, big mama, and granddad and them, they ain't told them about sin. They just live life every day. Piling up sin like I did. Just piling it up. You don't know what sin is. You know? So when we show up, telling our people about what sin is, telling our people about the laws, telling our people about the curses, telling our people where we at, telling our people about the prophecies that done came to pass and that is in effect right now, all the way up to this very minute, second, that this clock is ticking on this video camcorder right here. Right? Verse 16, chapter 10 in Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse Salaki. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 10. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show these people all these words. Now listen. And they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Most High pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Most High, our Almighty, Allahayim? Verse 11. Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Most High, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. All right? And scriptures go on to say in verse 12, and ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk, every one, after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Yeah, so everybody, Israel, and the nations, definitely the people over here in so-called America, man, they got their own God and their own brain. When I first started doing videos, them the first videos I did, the God inside you. Everybody got that little wicked spirit inside them that's guiding them, telling them what to do, how to do it, when they gonna do it. Everybody got it, man. But then they'll throw them, kind of mingle the Most High in the midst of it, that they believe in God. But it's the God inside of you that you believe in. You don't believe in the Creator and His ways. You don't believe in that. You just believe in that little voice that's inside of your head that's controlling you, telling you what you should do, which is a wicked spirit. That's your God. That's your God. That's just, it is what it is. Can't make it up. This is simple stuff right here, man. Right? Very, very, very simple. I'm reading it and move on. And it shall come to pass, verse 10, chapter 16 of Jeremiah. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people All these words. Same go for the nations, because my job as COTP is to go out and teach Israel first, then the Gentiles. Don't make no difference. Hearken, O ye heavens, and all the earth. Hearken. Thus says the Most High, right? Talking to everybody. Judgment coming upon the earth. Yeah, start at the house of Israel, but judgment coming upon the earth. Look at the earth. Look at what's going on. Everybody. Scriptures tell you to seek the Most High while he may be found. Everybody. All right. Chapter 16, verse 10. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Most High pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Most High, our Almighty Elohim? Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Most High, and have walked after other gods. Right? Buddhism, Hinduism, yoga, New Age, Islam, all that foolishness. Worshiping the luminaries. Man, all kind of foolishness. All kind of foolishness. Right? Because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Most High, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. And ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walked everyone after the imagination of his evil heart. There you go. That they may not hearken unto me. That's right. That's right. But they're going to do what Satan said do, because Satan said what? The Catholic Church tell you to love yourself. Love yourself. Not saying that you don't supposed to. But when they tell you to love yourself, I know the sinister aspect of what they're trying to say. They got a picture of Caesar Borgia and him telling you, love yourself. Self-worship. But he's supposed to be the savior. But he's telling you to love yourself. This is the image that they got floating around from the Catholic Church. Unbelievable. I see it all over the place. But see, that's Satan's deal. He caters to your emotions, to the little wicked things that you love in your life. He caters to that, and he mixes it in some kind of way with what's supposed to be righteousness, right? And that's what we call a New Age deception, man. It's getting horrible out here. It's horrible. It ain't getting horrible. It is horrible. So I'm gonna move right along. Going to Proverbs chapter 1, 23 through 25. Can't say you didn't know. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23 through 25. All right. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23 through 25. Turn you at my reproof, the Most High says. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. He shall live. Because I have called and ye have refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. Period. That goes for the house of Israel and the earth and the world, the whole world. Because the Israelites are out teaching, speaking, crying aloud, sparing not, saying, thus says the Most High. It's being told. Like I said, I bear witness every day, especially in our nation, starting first. And I'm teaching Gentiles and everybody. You got questions, I'm answering. That's my job. That's supposed to be my job. That is my job. I'm supposed to be teaching. If they got answers, they don't understand what's going on in these scriptures, I'm supposed to tell them, I ain't supposed to tell them that. I'm going to show them. Pull it up on your phone. You explain to me what that says right there. I'm going to show you something that you've never seen. If I hear you regurgitating some madness, I'm going to have you look it up for yourself on your phone. Whether you gravitate to it or not, that's on you. The word is clear. I'm going to make sure I pull up something that's very, very clear. Ain't gonna be no talking about I'm adding to it or I'm twisting that. I want you to read it for yourself. You pull it up and you read it. You tell me what it say. Right? That's simple. That's how you do it. You read it. I ain't got to read it for you. You read it for yourself. Pull it up on your phone. Read it. Tell me what it say. And then be done with that. Be done with it. Because people make a million excuses to do right, man. They love living in fantasy and deception. They got that spirit in them, boy. It's a sad thing, boy. But destruction is in the mix. You already destroyed by not trying to do right. You destroyed by holding on and cleaving unto wickedness, man. Especially when you've been showed that you've been deceived. Now you know you're destroyed. You may not have known it before. But when the Most High bring it around to you and expose it and show you, hey man, you've been lied to. And you don't want to accept the fact that you've been lied to, and accepting the fact mean that you got to move on it. You got to make some changes. So Proverbs 1, verse 23 and 20 through 23 through 25. Let's read it again. Verse 23 says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Behold, O Salakia, because I have called and ye refused. I stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Period. Verse 25. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. That's right. We don't want the Most High telling us what to do, because his word chastises us, corrects us, put us on blast. We don't want no parts of that. We don't want no parts of that. Right? We don't want no parts of that. Period. But that's okay, because the Most High is the Most High, and you just a creation. And one thing about creation, all of us are his creation. Everybody that's walking on 2 feet are of his creation, angels and all. But everybody are not his children. Everybody's not his children. I even had it. Matter of fact, while talking to a Gentile months back, he made the statements. He had a million questions, and I was answering them. But he made the statement out of his own mouth. He the one said that. I said something, and his reply was, we're all God's creation, but we're not all his children. I said, my goodness, what a statement. What a statement. What a statement. But guess what? He still celebrate Christmas. And all these pagan holidays, he's still going to make an excuse for why he celebrate Christmas. Halloween. Right? Valentine's Day. Don't make an excuse. I got to go in door number 3. I just got to go in there, man. I see who walking in there. I see who walking in there. What is walking in there? I see all that clown show, masquerade. People, everybody walking in got a mask on. Right? Everybody walking in door number 3 got a mask on. So I'm gonna go in there and try to find me a date. I'm gonna go in there and try to find a date in door number 3. Oh wow, I see children and everybody. People got their kids with them coming in door number 3. So they offer their kids up to somebody in door number 3, so they can go on down the hallway and be with somebody, and they'll be right back. Can you watch my kid for me for about an hour? Give their kids to somebody who got a mask on. I'm gonna move on. Y'all heard what the Most High said in Proverbs 1, verse 23 through 25. Y'all heard what he said. All right. Proverbs 3 and 3. Y'all heard what he said. If you didn't, read it for yourself. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 3. Right? Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck. Write them upon the table of thine heart. Let me read it again. Verse 3, Proverbs 3. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Ooh. Let's not get caught up in the tsunami. Right? Let's not be weeping. Let's not be weeping. Right? Let's be covered. Let the Most High destroy the world, and we be one of the 1/3 that's left therein. Right? And if it's any nations out there, anybody in them nations want to serve the Most High, you want to cleave on to Jake or to Israel, you got to humble yourself and serve the Most High. Here we go. Proverbs chapter 3 and 3. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee, and bind them about thy neck. Right? Write them upon the table of thine heart. Remember. Practice in that thing, in righteousness. Practice in it. Remember Sirach chapter 4 and 28, man. Practice in that thing. Remember Sirach chapter 4 and 28. Okay? Remember Proverbs 3 and 3. Remember Sirach 4 and 28. Okay? Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Most High, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Most High. Because mostly everybody's heart ain't never been in the Most High. Scripture told us earlier that the people ain't never known the way of righteousness. Only thing they've ever known was unrighteousness and destruction. You hadn't been introduced to the Most High's will or his way. No one told you about no laws, none of that. Only thing they ever showed and told you was Caesar Borgia, which people show you is a Caucasian Jesus. And he said, all you got to do is believe, and we believed it, and we went on with our life. We went on with our life. Now look at the world that we live in. People can't even detach from it. People can't even detach from it. And when you cannot detach, you are an accessory to that crime, folks. I should know that. I know that better than anybody. By being the crime master or being an accessory to the crime. I know all about it. Right? I put people in the midst of my wickedness. I ain't put them nowhere. They put themselves in it because we was all wicked. We was all wicked. So now, it is what it is. We got a chance to repent, turn around, get it right. Proverbs 3 and 3. Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Woo. Well, that's a dangerous saying right there. Don't let mercy and truth forsake you. Not in these times. You better move out the Most High way, boy. Get yourself together. Jeremiah 17 and 5. Good gracious. Jeremiah 17 and 5. Let's read it and go. Well, that's a dangerous scripture. Thus said the Most High, cursed be the man that trusted in man, the man that trusts in his own thought process, that trusts in himself, that don't want to hear nothing about the Most High, that want to continue to be non-profitable in the sight of the Most High to the Most High. Because it's all about the Most High. By Hashem and Mashiach Yahushua. That's what it's all about. That's what it's always going to be about. That's what it's always been about. But we just weren't told this, man. We weren't showed it. We were told it, but not showed it. No one ever showed us, right, how not to be a part of the non-profit organization. Nobody never showed us. Okay? So now we got to hit the ground running, like I used to say. When you get showed this information, you got to take it and run with it real quick. You got to make adjustments quick or be consumed. Physically, you're already spiritually consumed. But don't forget Proverbs 3. and 3. Don't forget that. All right. Let's go. Micah 2 and 7. Don't forget it, man. Micah. Chapter 2 and 7. Book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 7. Oh, thou that art named the house of Jacob. Here it come, y'all. You Negroes, you so-called native Indians, and you so-called Hispanics over here in the Western Hemisphere, or throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Wherever yet of Negro descent. Talking to y'all. Oh, that are named the house of Jacob. And all you Negroes over there in Africa, over in the UK, Australia, China, Tokyo, all y'all, man. Italy, Rome, wherever we at. Wherever we at, we everywhere. Canada, all you Negroes that were dispersed in 70 AD. Some of y'all still over there in the land of Iran, Syria, Saudi. Y'all still over there too. Y'all just playing it back. They'll never show y'all. But y'all over there, he talking to all y'all. All in the Amazon. He talking to y'all. Micah chapter 2 and 7 says, O thou that art named the house of Jacob. Right? Is the spirit of the Most High straitened? Are these his doings? All this madness, this wickedness, Karucha trend, and we are continuously got this everlasting trend of sagging the pants. Is this his doing that we have to wear? Our folks have to wear fingernails that's pointy like them scissors right there, and long like that. Freddy Krueger nails, eyelashes that about 1.5 inches, right? Weave that go all the way down to the back of your knees. Makeup caked on you like you were in a casket. Like you in a casket. You forgot your neck brown. Your neck brown. But your face, you done got cream. But anyway, man, it's just overkill. Not saying that you can't look good. It's overkill. Overkill. Verse 7 in 2nd chapter of Micah. O thou that are named the house of Jacob, is the spirit of the Most High straitened? Are these his doings? No, they are not. They are of Satan. These things are. They are of Satan. They are of the fallen ones. They the one came down and taught y'all how to kill, how to make weapons, how to put on makeup, how to do witchcraft. All this foolishness, how to indulge in witchcraft. Right? How to worship the stars instead of the Most High. Turn your back on the Most High. Divination and all this foolishness. But that's what we're doing, man. That's what the world is going to taught us. Now it's a wrap. So let's read it and go. Verse 7, chapter 2 in Micah says, O thou that art named of the house of Jacob. Is this the spirit of the most? Is the spirit of the Most High straitened? Are these his doings? Do not my words do good to him that walketh uprightly? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They do good to him that walk uprightly. He pull you out of this circus, out this carnival. Stop you from being a freak. Everybody looking at you, throwing money at you, or throwing dollars at you while you in a cage, or while you on the court, or while you on the football field, or playing any of these sports that got to do with a ball, tossing a ball, putting a ball in the hole. All these sports that have just evolved around a ball. We're going to have a good time with this one thing. We're going to take this ball and we're going to have everybody amused. Starring Jake. starring Jake. Starring Jake. Continually tap dancing, man. Shuffling. Shucking and jiving. Now we got to sell our own people out like we've been doing. It ain't just started. We've been doing it. We've been doing it. I'm going to read that again and move. Micah 2:7 says, O thou that are named the house of Jacob, is the spirit of the Most High straitened? Are these his doings? Do not my words do good to him that walketh uprightly? They do once you come into the walk and find that you've been lied to. Yeah, you got to go through the transition. You got to be detoxed, or you got to go through detox. It's not a good thing when you can't get your fix. And I'm talking about spiritually. You can't do the things that you used to do. That's your fix. You're accustomed to doing whatever it was you were doing. But once the Most High show you why he brought you out, show you this filthy place, show you that you've been deceived, have you to come out and look at what's really happening. Look how your whole family and generation has been destroyed and still being destroyed. Yeah, it do you good, man. It do you real good. You just have to be thankful that he brought you out. It hurts that you can't get everybody to come out with you at a certain time in the walk. But now in the walk right now, it ain't got to be hurt no more. Ain't no more hurt. Ain't no more hurt because you done told your people what the move is and you got to move on. Now you got to let the Most High do his part. You done did your part. Keep pushing. He'll keep sending other people your way. You tell them, you keep moving. You keep moving. Don't drink water out the rivers of Assyria or Sihor. Don't drink that catfish. We ain't going through that no more. You walk up to that river and you tell them that this river is polluted. People been urinating in this water. Do not drink this water. I know you can't taste it because they kind of like got lightly urine in it. They don't want to do it too heavy because you might not drink it. But over time, it kills you, man. It poisons you, or you just become immune to it, and it's a brain defect to you now. You stupid. But you got to warn them, tell them, keep moving. The non-profit organization. Keep moving. Sirach chapter 19 and 22. Or Ecclesiasticus, right? Bam. Y'all know what the move is in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus 19 and 22. Moving on, man. The book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 19, verse 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. All right? Y'all hear that? Over here in America? Let's hit it again. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. This ain't no wisdom. You going to get a PhD and a bachelor's? That ain't wisdom. The more and more you sow your seed amongst these people, the more and more you get further away from the Most High. The more and more you put all your time and study on being a doctor. You ain't got time to figure out the will of the Most High. You just ain't got time. So in the event you end up a puppet for the hierarchy of wickedness, because they're gonna use you to create the vaccine. Since you want to be a doctor and a nurse, and the nurse you're gonna be the one to jab them in the arm. Because you don't got time to figure out the will of the Most High, what not to do and what to do. You don't got time for that. So I'm just gonna spend I'm gonna be tired, so tired. I've been online taking these courses. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Well, let's move on. Let's read that and go. 19th chapter of Sirach, verse 22 says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. The counsel of sinners is not prudence. Want to be in Hollywood, want to be a part of the Los Angeles and their staff, it's not prudence, that's not wisdom. Not to say that being a doctor or a nurse is wicked, no. But when you consume yourself in it and that's all you do, you're gonna wind up and find out that you're in the hands of the council of sinners. You ain't gonna know the way of the Most High. So in the event, you're gonna end up doing something that you may not want to do. You know, you might not want to do it. Some people might not want to go once it's addressed to them that they got to be the one to take this needle and jab these folks in the arm, or you got to be the one to be back there and be a chemist and come up with this toxic potion to give to the nurse. You might refuse. You might buck, and you might get missing. You might get missing because you know too much. They're not gonna let you go scot-free. All right, move on. Sirach chapter 17, verse 26. Move on. Turn again to the Most High and turn away from iniquity, for he will lead thee out of darkness into the light of health. And hate thou abomination vehemently. Right? Hate abomination vehemently. Hate it. And that's what happens when he pull you out, introduce himself to you, you know, by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. You start hating all the foolishness that you was involved with and anything that this wicked puppet master putting down. You start hating it, man. It is what it is. You hate your own foolishness that you was in. You regret it. You get a chance to repent from it. Then you start going out talking about it to the non-profit organization. Right? Verse 26, Sirach chapter 17. Turn again to the Most High and turn away from iniquity. Right? For he will lead thee out of darkness into the light of health. Because it's unhealthy to drink them murky waters, that catfish water. It's very unhealthy to drink that water or Sayor that them Egyptians urinate in, or these Americans urinate in, putting lead in. It's unhealthy. Turn again to the Most High and turn away from iniquity, for he will lead thee out of darkness, away from witchcraft and sorcery, trickery, madness and foolishness. He will lead thee away from darkness, out of darkness, into the light of health. And hate thou abomination vehemently. Okay? And hate thou abomination vehemently. Listen to the word of Most High. Luke chapter 21, verse 22. All right? Luke chapter 21, verse 22. For these be the days of vengeance. Right? For these be the days of vengeance. Y'all see it all over the news once again. These are the days of vengeance according to the prophets, the prophecy that was prophesied to our granddaddy, Abraham, after 400 years. Right? After 400 years, he's going to punish the nation that held his babies in captivity and treated them in a kind of way. Right? These be the days, the Mashiach said, for these be the days of vengeance. That's why when you go back to Sirach chapter 17, verse 22, or was it 26? What we got right here? Yeah, when he said, turn again to the Most High, and he'll lead you out of darkness into the light of health. That's offering you mercy. Right? Offering you mercy. Remember what Proverbs 3:3 said, right? Don't let mercy and truth forsake you. Boy, that's strong. All right, Luke chapter 21, verse 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Thus says the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. And you ain't got to believe it. People ain't got to believe it. Just sit back and watch it. I bet you believe that. I bet you believe that. Okay? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and 8, man. Seeing is believing. Hearing is one thing. Seeing is believing. And you got some people that still want to curb the truth when they see it, because they're prideful. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 8. Oh, I just spoke of that, and here we go. What hath pride profited us? Or what good have riches without vaunting brought us? Nothing. Nothing. And these scriptures surprising me because I didn't just write this message down. I wrote it maybe a week ago or so. So I just picked it up and pulled it and just went in the spirit with it. So it surprised me when I see what I just said and it pops right up in the scripture. So all praise to the Most High. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah. All right. So once again, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 8. What have pride profited us? Or what good have riches without vaunting brought us? Nothing. Nothing. Because the more riches that you get, once again, the further away you get from the Most High. Because you start dwelling and being hypnotized with what you're doing in the world. You know, that's, hey, understood, man. It's understood. The more good time you have, the more time you ain't got to study and find out what it is that he requires. But the scriptures tell us over here in Luke 21:22 said, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. So you better know that. These days, it ain't them days, these days. This is prophecy. This ain't just words when the Mashiach was walking the earth. Prophecy. All right. Sirach 17:27. Okay. Sirach 17:27. Who shall praise the Most High in the grave? Nobody. Instead of them which live and give thanks. Right? Zechariah 13 and 8. One third shall be left therein. 1/3 shall be left therein. Verse 27 in Sirach 17 says, who shall praise the Most High in the grave? Instead of them which live and give thanks. So once again, Proverbs 3 and 3. Don't let mercy and truth forsake you. Because after you die, come judgment, son. Don't think it to be false. Please. Don't think because you die, it's all over, man. If that's the case, I don't have to be reading these scriptures. I can go out and just do what I want to do. Be wicked. Do whatever it is I want to do and don't have to worry about suffering no consequences. That's true. Right? That's true. And I can go to heaven because I said so. I can go to heaven because I said so. I can murder and kill and steal, rob and rape kids, women, children, don't make no difference. I can do whatever, man, and I'm going to go to heaven. Y'all can't tell me I ain't going to heaven. Y'all can't tell me my grandmama ain't in heaven. You understand me? Y'all can't tell me that. Can't nobody tell me my son or my daughter or my auntie and my daddy ain't in heaven. You can't tell me that. What you talking about? Shalaki. So we believe in falsehood. We love it because it sounds good. It feels good. It feels good to know that you ain't got to worship the Most High and go to heaven. That feels good. It feels good to know that you can do whatever it is that you want to do and you can still go to heaven. That feels so good. It sounds so good. So I'm going to believe it. I'm going to believe it. I'm going to believe what I say inside of my mind, in my heart. I run this show and I run heaven, my gate that I'm going to walk through. I'm going. And can't nobody stop me. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Sirach 18, verse 20. Can't tell me I ain't going. Sirach chapter 18, verse 20, man. Before judgment, examine thyself. Amen. I told y'all, Salaki, and all praise to the Most High. I wrote this message a week or so ago, and here I am mumbling or ranting before I read the scriptures, and here come the judgment. That's what I was just talking about, man. All praise to the Most High, man. This is just, it's shocking me because I can't even remember. I didn't even comb through the scriptures when the Most High formatted this message. I trusted in it and I left it alone. I didn't go back, proofread it. I just went with it because I trusted that the Most High lined it up the way He wanted it. So here it comes. Sirach chapter 18 and 20. Like I was saying, before judgment, examine yourself. Don't keep, like I was just boasting, talking about can't nobody tell me I ain't going, I ain't got to be following all. I don't got to do all that. I know what's going on with me. I know what lies ahead for me. I don't need you, COTP, or I don't need nobody telling me how it's going to play out. I know how it's going to play out. I know where my grandma at. Like I said, I know. I don't need y'all tell me my folks ain't in heaven. Don't tell me. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me my cousin didn't just pass, or my twin who just passed didn't make peace with God after all that he did or she did, and they ain't going to heaven. Don't tell me. Don't be telling me that. Look, man, because that hurt their feeling. When you tell somebody they ain't gonna make it, you think somebody want to hear that? Wow. So Satan is a donkey. Sirach 18 and 20 says, before judgment, examine yourself. Now listen to that. Let's move on. And in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy. So better get it together. Proverbs 3 and 3 again. Sirach 4 and 28. Sirach chapter 18 and verse 20. Before judgment, examine yourself. Make sure you got it together, son. Before judgment. Make sure you follow the Most High, not Satan, and not yourself. Before judgment, examine yourself, son, sir, ma'am. And in the day of visitation of the Most High's indignation, thou shalt find mercy. Boy, that's strong, boy. Ooh, that's strong, boy. But it's only strong to those who fear the Most High. It's not strong to those who gonna say in their mind they going to heaven. You can't tell them they ain't going. Let's jump down to verse 24, same chapter. Think upon the wrath that shall be at the end. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about no wrath, no tsunamis over in Tonga. I don't think about that. I don't want to think about nobody shooting me in my. I don't want to think about no hailstorm. I don't want to think about, okay, if it rained for a whole week straight and saturate the land that I live on, a tree will fall down and crush my whole house, or I don't think about none of that. I don't think about none of that. I don't want to be thankful day by day, step by step, all the way through for what it is the Most High have allowed me to accomplish during the course of the day. I don't want that. I'm gonna live this life the way I want to live. Don't you non-profitable, not me, you non-profitable. But we dealing with a non-profit organization here, man. that's led by the wicked master chef. Sirach chapter 18 and 24, the Most High says, think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, and the time of vengeance, when he shall turn away his face. When he gets sick of knowing what you think inside. When he gets sick of it and say he gonna show you better than he can tell you. When he gets sick of that, he said, think upon that thing, man. Be advised, son. Whew. Boy, that is extra heavy, man. That's the real deal, man. Think upon the wrath. Right? Verse 24. Think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, and the time of vengeance, when he shall turn away his face. Because it told us earlier in the scriptures, right? For these be the days of vengeance, that all things that are written may be fulfilled. We heard it from Master Mashiach. All right. Moving on. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 13. Moving on. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 13. Moving on. I'm just telling you. Can't make it. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 13. O Most High Yahweh, the hope of Israel, all that forsake thee shall be ashamed, according to what I just read over there in Sirach. And they that depart from me shall be written in the earth. Because they have forsaken the Most High, the fountain of living water. See, we read that earlier, that they have forsaken the Most High, who is the fountain of living waters, and they want to drink from the waters of Sihor, from the river of the Assyrians, right? But watch it. Let's read it again. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 13 says, O Most High Yahweh, the hope of Israel. Yes, you is the hope of Israel, because other than that, don't nobody care nothing about you. They're going to keep, Negroes going to keep flocking over there, lining up to continue to sell their soul to this place. It's ridiculous. Every time we look on TV, we skinning and grinning, showing all our teeth. It is crazy. We just continue to keep going down that path, man. Wow. O Most High Yahweh, the hope of Israel, all that forsake thee shall be ashamed. Y'all heard what I just read over there in Sirach, in the 18th chapter, verse 20 and 24. And they that depart from me shall be written in the earth. Now, if your behind is written in the earth, you're going to get the vengeance of the earth. What I just read in Sirach, the 18th chapter, in the 20 and 24th verse. If your name is written in the earth, then it's coming your way. Here it is. This ain't what we want. That's why we go back to Zechariah 13 and 8 and be one of the 1/3 that be left therein are covered, man. You're going to be covered. If the Most High spare you, you're covered, man. But it won't be another situation where you show all your teeth. Because you still got to be purified. Meaning what? You still got to go through what I read when he visited the earth. You still got to go through that. Ain't no getting away. Ain't no getting away. A spaceship ain't going to save you, man. You got to go through this to be found worthy, man. You ain't got to believe me. We can pull scriptures all day, man. All day. You got to go through it. All right? So, and they that depart from me shall be written in the earth. Whew. Because they have forsaken the Most High, Yahweh, the fountain of living waters. Dealing with a non-profit organization. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 10 through 11. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 10 through 11. Right? Salakia, family. Salakia. All right, let's go, man. He says, Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 10 through 11 says, For pass over the isles or the islands of Chittim and see, and send unto Kedar, and consider diligently, all right, and see if there be such a thing. What? Hath the nation changed their gods? So then we go back to verse 10 when he said, Go through the isles of Chittim and go over to what it says, and consider diligent. No, Salakia. For pass over the isles of Chittim and see, and send unto Kedar. Kedar is actually one of the offsprings of Ishmael. Ishmael, and you got Chittim, which is of the Greeks, ancient Greeks. They worship all their deities, whatever. That's what they do. Kedar, back then especially, they worship all their deities. Being in Islam wasn't even around at this time. There ain't no such thing as Islam or being a Muslim. It wasn't even around at this time. Right? That didn't come about 600 or some odd years after Mashiach had already left this wicked place. Okay? So we're speaking in the time of Jeremiah right now. It says, For pass over the isles of Chittim and see, and send unto Kedar, and consider diligently, and see if there be such a thing. What kind of thing? Have the nations changed their gods? No, they haven't. They still worship all back then, 365 days. They got all kind of idols. Every day they had a new idol. When you do the research, go over to Chittim, ancient Greece. They worship Minotaur or whoever, however. It was all kind of freaking luminaries and all these different names, Olympus and all kind of man. You just go in there and see. Go and see. They named the planets after them, and they start worshiping the planets and all that. Just go and do the history. Have the nation change their gods, which are yet no gods, but my people have changed their glory for that which does not profit. They've changed their glory for that which does not profit at all. You know, you serving some stupid deity over here, you know, Mammon, Molech, every god that's in these scriptures, we serve them over here. Every one of them. And there's no profit in it. Ain't no profit in it. Because it's all fake. When they said cut, when them so-called Jews said cut on that set, on that video, you got to take that fake chain off. That car you were riding in on the video, not yours. Okay? Take them shades off. Take off that coat. Take off that coat. So you don't got no Rolls Royce. You don't got all that. It just look good, man. It's all fantasy. It's a movie. It's a video. It's a movie. It's not real. All right? Non-profitable. So that's what you get when you're dealing with the non-profit organization. You become non-profitable. So verse 11 says, Hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which does not profit. And we love madness and foolishness. Like I told them Negroes earlier this week. Add questions, I answered them. And the answer at the end of the day was, Negroes love wickedness, man. They just love wickedness, period. There's no other excuse. We love beast. We love wickedness, man. Let me just leave it at that. Because sometimes I had to talk to my family members out there the way they act so they can get it, because they don't get it unless you're using the same lingo. Then they get it. Then they get it because they think it's a game. So that's the way I roll, and that's how I have to do it. I have to become what they are just to get my point across. I have to go back. It's the reason why the Most High woke me up, so I can talk to them the way I'm supposed to talk to them. Ain't nobody else gonna talk to them. They ain't gonna understand it. They ain't gonna understand it. So when you go to them the way that they know, they get it, man. They get it. So it is what it is. And that thus says the Most High. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shah. There it is. Let me move to John chapter 19, verse 15. St. John chapter 19 and verse 15, man. Moving on. You got to talk to them the way they understand. That's just it. And what the so-called white man do when you go out there and go to robbing and killing, his communication with you is throw your behind in chain gang somewhere. You understand that when you get there. Believe me, you understand it when you get there. Then you start thinking about what you did and why. I shouldn't have never did that, man. If I would have just went down the street, or every Negro got the same story when they go to jail, man. I know all about it. Boy, if I would have just went, if I would just, man, then you want to start praying. Then you meet the Most High. After you bound, then you meet him. Then you want an introduction. But at that point, you ain't gonna do nothing but tell a lie. Because soon he let you out and you say, I ain't gonna never do this no more. You're a lie. You're gonna go right back out there and do the same thing. Been there, done that, homie. Many times. Many times. All right? Many times. You know? So, have a nation changed their God? Scripture say. Have a nation changed their God? Said, my people have changed their God to that does not profit. Right? And when you go to John 19:15, it says, but they cried out, away with him. Away with him. Crucify. Pilate said unto them, shall I crucify your king? And the chief priest answered, T.D. Jakes and all them, Martin Luther King and all them, your chief priests, they answered, what? We have no king but Caesar. We have no king but Caesar. That's our king. Our heart is in America. That's where we get our bread and butter from. We have no king but Caesar. We don't want to hear nothing about being no Israel. We don't want to hear nothing about no laws. I don't want to hear about nobody telling me about what I just read in Sirach, the 18th chapter, verse 20, 24. I don't want to hear about none of that, folks. Man told me over here I can get me a bag. He gonna cut me a check if I just do this and I just do that, and I be good. Talking about going to heaven, hell, and all that, it's no concern to me. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna kill somebody, and then when the news camera get on me, I'm gonna put the devil horns. I'm gonna have a sign. I'm throwing up a sign with the devil horns on top of my head on the news, as if this is cool or is it something to do. That's how dumb we done got, boy. Read it and move on. John chapter 19:15. They cried out, away with him. Screw him. Away with him. That's what they tell COTP. Crucify COTP too with him. Right along with him. Crucify him. Pilate said unto them, said, I crucify your king? He even looking at them like they crazy. What? What? Shall I crucify your king? The chief priest answered, we have no king but Caesar. We have no king but Caesar. All right? So that's what they say. Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. Away with him. We don't got no king. Our king is Caesar. Our king is, what it is? Biden. Biden gave us a stimulus check. They said Trump said, all we got to do is have under an ounce of weed and we won't go to jail. So we're going to smoke weed in every facility we go to, and we're going to smell like this stuff everywhere we go. My whole car, everywhere my being, when I walk into somewhere, this whole place going to be smelling like the same weed all over the world. And they say it's cool, they're not going to punish us. So there you go, man. There you go. Malachi chapter what? Chapter 4. Yes, it is. Salah, verse 1. The book of Malachi chapter 4 verse 1 says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Most High of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch, because He gonna consume it. It's gonna be the last call for alcohol, the last rodeo. It's gonna be a curtain call. When you just pull the curtain down, it's a wrap, man. The show is over. The show is over. All right, I'm gonna read this and go out. Malachi chapter 4:1 says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven," like these volcanoes that's jumping up all over the world. Lava. Lava. But you ain't gonna really believe it till it hits you. Right? For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubborn. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Most High of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So ain't gonna be no offspring left, all this. Whatever it is you taught that little child, ain't gonna be raising up to do the same thing you did. Ain't gonna be root or branch left, ain't gonna be none of that. So you can hate the Most High now, go on and finish hating him, but his word gonna still come to pass. He's still gonna come to pass. You can't stop that. Right? You can't stop it, man. So with that being said, thank the Most High again for allowing me to be a part of his set apart convocation, right? Which is a sign between him and the remnant and the 144,000 all together, right? They're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, right? So all honor, glory, and praises go up and out to the Almighty Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Yahweh Bahashim, Mashiach Yahushua, Kwam Yashala. If the Most High will, I'll do it again. Thank you, Most High. Appreciate you. Stay tight, family. Shalom. Shalom.